All right. So the game's still on. Once it got to like 19-10, and the Eagles had that ridiculous little offensive series where nothing happened. I just decided I'm gonna go ahead and start this because I got shit to do. I'm about to throw some food on in the oven. We're gonna have some crazy dinner around here, and that right now is more interesting to me than the Eagles. Right now, the Eagles is like maybe fifth on anything I care a damn about list right now. Ahead of the Eagles is the Sixers and the moves they making, right? Which I'm gonna start talking about anyway, focusing more on that. Eagles, I think we can stick a fork in them. Just like I'm trying to stick a fork in that food that we about to have rolling. Um, I'm to the point right now where I have a bunch of questions about the team. I really don't like too much what I'm seeing, obviously, but when you're trying to pinpoint who the fuck the problem really stems with, it's hard to say. Like, I've heard people just blame Doug for it all. I'm starting to think maybe there's more credence to those arguments. Doug Pederson wasn't awful, I don't think. And I think he tried to do the right thing by running the ball. But then when you're running back, fumbles at the goal line, I guess that kind of fucked your head up a little bit. He was running, he fumbled, right? So there you go with that. He put together some good plays for Carson to be able to execute. Like that interception Carson had where Jalen Rigger was wide open and it looks like he was right there in his line of vision. Carson didn't pull the trigger. I don't know if he thought a safety was coming or if he's just blind. I know he had lazy eye surgery a few years back. Maybe I'm starting to think he can't see, but him missing Rager right there and then getting hit by the linebacker, which caused the interception. So it wasn't a bad pass. It was just he got hit, but it really came because he didn't see Rager. So I don't know what to say. That's Carson, right? That's where we at with this guy. Jason Peters, I've clearly seen now he is done. If he had any pride, he would just retire. He would have retired at halftime like the bull Montez or whatever that dude played for the Denver Broncos some years back, just retired at halftime. If Peters had any type of pride, he would retire. He shouldn't want to look like that. Like when you had a Hall of Fame career and you're not used to giving up sacks, like you went whole seasons not giving up any sack or giving up one sack and you're 9-time Pro Bowler and all that, you should have more pride. You shouldn't want to look like a fat bitch outside, which is what he looks like a fat bitch right now. Like he just can't stop little linebackers, right? Not even Miles Garrett. Vernon, Olivia Vernon, I think his name was, right? He got a chick name, and you can't fuck with them type of dudes. You need to know, yo, it's time to hang him up. I think it's time for Jason Peters to hang him up. Now it's tough for him to just be benched when you got Lane Johnson over there who just has an ankle issue that's just fucking his whole life up. I don't know what happened with Lane. I don't know, did he just not get a surgery early in the summer or was that him? I don't know. I'm gonna look into that to find out was you a bitch, Lane, or is it just bad luck with an ankle? I'm not sure. But right now the line is in shambles. You had Kelsey go down, right? So what's all this mean to me? Like Brandon Brooks ain't coming back, so Sam Malo didn't make a difference. So what does this mean to me? Right now, I think we need to just look towards next year. I get why they not doing that. Don't get me wrong. Like what it is you technically in first place, even though the whole division fucked up, and that's the reason you're in first place. But you're in first place, so they're looking at it like, look, we can still make the playoffs, so we might as well keep playing Wentz and all that kind of shit, right? But I'm to the point where I just want to see if Jalen Hurts can play. Like I do, like, because I don't really care. If you go to the playoffs, you're going to get fucked up. Like, anyway, so I want to see if Jalen Hurts can be different. If he can spark the team. Like, if I got me a little Russell Wilson-ish, Kyler Murray type dude, like on the bench right now, I need to see if I need to allow that to be an option for me moving forward, right? So I would just be playing him. Ain't he this thing that went stink and all of that? Though he's not making a difference, right? So let me just see what this ball can do, right? Hurts. That's kind of where I am with that. The defense is not good, not great, but the defense played well today enough to win the game. They didn't allow a touchdown in the first half. It was that pick six Carson threw because he didn't see Rigger that allowed that to happen. Lord have mercy, right? Then later on, they just started, I guess, getting tired. That's what happens. Fatigue sets in. Guys start getting banged up, like the Barnetts and LeBlanc went down and other stuff that eventually you get softened up. That's the way football works. Nick Chubb just started busting their ass at the end, and so did Kareem Hunt, right? But that is what happens, right, when the offense ain't doing shit. It's what happens. Unfortunately, the defense seems to crack in times when you don't need them to crack. Like that drive when they cracked, that was when we kind of needed to stop because the offense started to get a little something going. Like that's the bad part, and that's the thing you kind of hate about the defense, right? But the defense is nowhere near the problem I got with this team. However, in the overall sense, it's not a great defense that's going to be the reason you're champion. So I'm still saying you might as well just be like, chalk it. Let's see what Jalen Hurts can do. You actually might still be able to get to the playoffs with Jalen Hurts. And then okay, well, this is just going to be my quarterback. I can make a move with Carson. That frees up a lot of motherfucking money. And then I can just start trying to get a championship rolling where Hurts. Possibly a little run rolling with Hurts because we got him on the cheap. I think they got to start thinking about that kind of shit, because you need to spend some of that money on line, dudes on the line. You need to start spending that money on like that secondary. You need to get rid of Jim Schwartz because ultimately, even though he wasn't that bad today, ultimately the way he operates the secondary, I don't think is going to win in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, you still need a defensive line. I think a lot of guys can come in and do just as well as he did with the players we got on the line. But that secondary, you need to bring somebody in here that focuses on secondary, man. The way Schwartz does it, I don't think you're just ever going to be a dominant defense. And since you're not going to be dominant anyway, you might as well see what Jalen Hurts can do. That's kind of where I am with it right now. I'm going to stick a fork in these guys. And the majority of my videos that are going to be coming henceforth are going to focus more so on the Sixers because I think that's the team right now that is going to take us. That's going to be more interesting for us anyway. I don't know what they're going to do. Those thoughts will come in my next video. Listen, man, I don't know what to say about these boys, man. Let's take a fork in them and look for the future, man. That's all I got, man. Till next time, I'm out of here.